finish the tracking of the guitars and potentially track some vocals as well. But I've only got till maybe like 5, because then I've got to go and pick up the boys and we're going to go and watch Dayseeker, which I'm very excited for, because Dayseeker have been one of my favourite bands for the past few years, and they're absolutely insane. So I'm excited to go and watch them live, and if they have a cap or a beanie, I will most definitely be purchasing, because as you guys have probably noticed, I'm very partial to a cap or a beanie. There were some good takes on the demo, and some of them I might actually keep, but I definitely want to go through the song again and really try and get the best takes that I possibly can. So that's what I've got on the table. That's what I've got on today. Busy day ahead. Let's get it. So I'm just getting ready to track some guitars. Normally when I'm tracking guitars, I'm looking for clean takes, because this isn't a demo and I'm actually tracking for the real song now. I'm going to be a little bit more stringent with my takes. I need them to be super nice and tight. Whereas if I was demoing, I would just kind of wing it, you know. I'd let things slide. It's not really the end of the world if it isn't the cleanest take, as long as you can kind of make out what it sounds like. But when you're recording for the actual thing, I like to make sure that everything is clear. I'll be recording the DIs and also a wet tone that I've dialed in as well, which just means that you can change the guitar tone if you're not happy with how the one that you dial in is sounding. I think what I'm going to do is go section by section, and whenever there's a really nice stopping point for the guitar, I'll just record up till that point, because at the end of the day, I'm looking to play each part as best as I can possibly play it. I'm not too fussed about being able to play the entire song in one take, or even an entire riff in one take, because what I'm looking for is clarity. I want to create the best recording possible. So trying to throw my pride out the window and say I don't need to nail the whole thing in one take. I can break it up into smaller takes and make sure they are perfect takes. So let's get on with it, shall we? So I'm starting with the rhythm guitars. I've created 2 tracks. One's got a wet tone on it and one's just got the DI on it. And I'm just working my way through the song and getting a take that I'm happy with. And I'm just going to do the entire left side guitar, then I'm going to do the entire right side guitar, and then I'll move on to the next guitar, because once the rhythm's finished, I think we'll probably have like a lead guitar to do and maybe the odd few bits and bobs as well. So let's just carry on, and I'll show you exactly how I'm doing it. Obviously make sure you're in tune when you're tracking proper stuff, because your guitar will drop out as you play it more. Okay, ready. Got my coffee, have a sip of that. That's the guitar juice. Makes it so that your guitars sound extra chunky. So this bit's like going into a pinch harmonic, so I need to make sure that the pinch harmonic is the same note on both sides. I think that's where I want it. Oh, let's go. So what you'll see me do now, let's say for example, I've just had a take there and I like it. So what do we need to do? Well, there's a little bit of latency when you track using an ActFX and you use that as the audio interface. There's a little bit of latency, so you'll have to drag the track back so that it's in line. As you can see, I've got my wet tone on the top and I've got my DI underneath. And what I'll tend to do is I'll highlight both of them together, and then any changes I make to one will also be made to the other. So because these guitars are choppy, they're highly noise gated, I'm going to bring these in a little bit, and I can basically chop out any sort of empty space in between them to make sure that it's really nice and tight. Now what I'll do is I'll basically just align the guitar so that the note starts playing where I want it to start. So that's around there. And then at the end of the note, depends what you want to do. Sometimes you could go to a dead stop, but the majority of the time you want to have a nice tail and fade it out when it naturally comes to a stop. So I'm just gonna, oh for fuck's sake, I'm gonna fade that tail out and have a listen to how it sounds. Perfect. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Move it a little bit. And a fade. Now we need to get that junk. We need to get the junt. I don't know if you've seen that from the Knock Loose thing on Jimmy Kimmel, the junt. Alright, let's keep going. Right, let's listen to how that sounds, because they felt good. Oh, yeah. 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 Right, we have to chop them a bit, which is fine. I'm not opposed to chopping, as you have well seen. Let's listen to how it sounds now. Lovely junts. Lovely junts. We're not doing too bad at all. But you know what's funny? Is we're making good progress here. This is only one side. We've got to do all this again. I suppose you could technically do both sides as you go, but I needed to remind myself how to play the fucking song, so I thought I'd just do a whole thing all the way through, and then I'm going to save because my computer's having an aneurysm and I don't want to lose everything I've done. Always save, guys, because you never know when you'll have a power cut and you'll lose everything you've ever worked towards. Right, now I just need to track the whole song again. I'm not going to make you all sit through that. I'll give you a nice time lapse of all of the hard work that I'm doing. It's actually taking a lot longer than I thought it was going to be because I've realised that I'm not actually as skilled a guitar player as I thought I might have been. Maybe I needed a little bit more practice. It's taken me a few takes to get the right ones, so I'm going to crack on with this, but I need to eat something, so I think it's chicken and broccoli time, boys. Here we have some lovely chicken teriyaki and brown rice made by yours truly. Gaines aren't going to make themselves, boys. I ended up moving my office around yesterday. I decided that that was a great idea, so I'd shifted my desk from against that wall there to be at the window because I wanted some natural light in for the videos, and also just because staring at a wall all day is not the best for your mental. And it literally took all day. It took the complete piss to do, but I'm glad that it's done now. Literally just finished tracking the rhythm guitars. Now all I've got left to do is the clean guitars, and once I finish that, the guitars are done, so then I can move on to some vocals probably tomorrow, hopefully. And then once the vocals are finished after that, all is left to do is mix this song, mix and master it, so that'll be interesting too. I'll share some tips and tricks with you as well while I'm going through that process. Hopefully we can get your mixes sounding extra I was about to say extra sausage, but I don't know how that makes sense. Extra girthy and massive. And so, after finishing the guitars, it was time to go and collect the gentleman and head to Dayseeker.
Schindler's List in here. Oh, look at that. Maximum occupancy.
Oh, no. What did you reckon of Dayseeker, bro? We're going left.
Oh, bloody hell.
We're going this way. That was sick,
They
bro.
were amazing.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
His voice live is...
Unbelievable.
I couldn't even...
Rory.
I knew when that cover of Evanescence...
Oh,
Jesus.
marry me.
No, not him. The guy in the top comments, me. Like and subscribe if it should be me.
That's where we'll end the vlog. See you next time.